Here we are, it's night 58 and another round of protests underway in Portland. One of the biggest flashpoints since all this started, of course, has been the federal courthouse building. Welcome to KOIN 6 News at 10 o'clock. I'm Wayne Haverly. Now, the assistant U.S. attorney for the District of Oregon says in July, nearly 60 people have been detained or arrested in relation to these protests near the federal courthouse. KOIN 6's Jennifer Dowling. She is live there right now with what the federal officials are saying. And Jennifer, of course, more importantly right now, what is the situation down there in front of the courthouse tonight right now?
Well, we were at the federal courthouse just a little while ago, but we have moved on now with this massive group of thousands of people that have now gone on a march, Wayne. You can see that they are all at the intersection of Southwest First and Southwest Columbia, actually right by the studios. They're making their way down toward the waterfront. I'm not sure if that's the final destination, but just thousands of people here again, as we've seen over the nights, chanting "Feds go home." So that seems to be the overriding theme of the protest tonight, along with the Black Lives Matter movement and message to support people of color. Now, we were able officials earlier in the day by phone when asked about how the federal officers were helping to de-escalate the situation near the federal courthouse. Officials said that the fence around the federal courthouse was supposed to do that, to keep the two groups separated. Obviously, that has not been working. Clashes are still ongoing at that site, and peaceful that they are getting gassed and targeted in the crossfire as a result.
It's horrible. Being tear gassed is horrible. It's painful. They mean it to be painful.
Protesters fled the Justice Center Friday night, coughing under heavy clouds of tear gas. Although the main conflict was at the federal courthouse with federal agents, gas still seeped into residential buildings blocks away, like the Essex House, and even into KOIN Tower, where our employees complained of headaches and stinging eyes.
There's nothing violent about our protest.
We caught up with nurses Catherine Golden and Laura Vilas as they were moving away from the clouds of gas.
That was my first time being tear gas, and it's not fun.
Assistant U.S. Attorney for the District of Oregon, Craig Gabriel, spoke to us by phone about the situation. He says federal agents won't be leaving until people stop trying to destroy the courthouse.
It'll be dictated by the peacefulness of the protest.
Homeland Security spokesperson Harry Phones also read a statement by phone Saturday in which he made reference to people in Portland more than 20 times as rioters, although no riot had been declared last night.
Rioters continue to attack the fence.
Craig Gabriel said for his part he was staying away from the use of that word.
I can't speak to the language that DHS is using. I intentionally did not use that term.
Gabriel went on to say, quote, "We wholeheartedly support the community's constitutionally protected right to assemble together in large and even rowdy protests."
We've all seen the Wall of Moms and the NAACP, a protest next door. That is what we support. And that is what we want to see amplified and grow.
However, these nurses feel words like that will ring hollow until federal agents stop tear gassing people in the streets.
And they use it as a way to suppress our right to protest. It's a crowd dispersal agent. You can't stay in it. And it's a way for them to make sure that we can't gather.
Using it, again, it's just to go against our rights and our rights to freedom of speech and to express our love, our hope, and our concern for other people. All right, and back here at the protest, you can hear it's very peaceful tonight. Craig Gabriel went on to say, "We have to condemn the ongoing violence against police officers and justice facilities," and added that last night 6 federal officers were injured in Portland, one receiving a concussion and another one receiving burns from a mortar blast. One of those officers was hospitalized. He says that projectiles have also been thrown at officers, including canned food, frozen water bottles, and other items like ball bearings. So they get under a lot of fire themselves. But again, right now, thousands of people out in this march. Looks to be peaceful. We're going to keep following it and give you any updates coming up in the show. Back to you, Wayne.